Today is Palm Sunday, the Sunday before Easter. It's the first day of Holy Week and celebrates Jesus' arrival in Jerusalem, riding on a colt. Crowds of people greeted him, throwing palm branches on the road. The Jewish people were expecting, in a sense, a different Messiah than what Jesus would bring. They were expecting this long-awaited Messiah to overthrow the Roman occupation. They'd not fully understood or comprehended Jesus' messiahship, which would be more fully revealed in the events of Holy Week. Hope you're still doing what Boris says, staying in if you're over 70, and just taking your daily exercise and getting your shopping. It's really important that we stick to this in the coming weeks. Times are unprecedented. Government measures are unprecedented. Anxiety is at unprecedented levels. The NHS is under unprecedented strain. Disruption to our communities and individual lives is unprecedented. It's amazing how this group of people welcomed Jesus into Jerusalem, yet in a few days turned on him, crying, "Crucify him." Where, in a sense, were their core values? I know for them, they didn't fully understand. I have had more time to myself and to reflect on what my core values are in life. I'm eternally grateful for my family. What a wonderful wife I've been blessed with. I knew I was onto a good thing as I married her within 6 months of meeting. 3 great kids with lovely husbands and partners. All the girls in the NHS. Pray for twins Rosie and Jazz and Josh's fiancée Anna. My lovely old dad of nearly 85, who nearly 2 years ago had the privilege of giving away both the twins in marriage while I conducted the ceremony. Value your families. Think of others too at these times. Any act, however small, of kindness, generosity, compassionate service, and love shown to another person in need demonstrates that we have heeded the words of Jesus from the familiar parable of the Good Samaritan. Go and do likewise. Are we supporting the self-isolating, ringing those old family members up? A friend of mine is a lecturer at UWE in Bristol. He's become a key worker, helping serve breakfast on the Bristol streets to the homeless population. Send a donation to shelter if you can. I've been hugely challenged as to the beautiful world that we live in. Take a look at some of the beautiful scenery we have in Devon, across the estuary or along the Warren. I hear the smog is lifting over parts of China and northern Italy. All the planes are grounded from Gatwick. Maybe we need to look freshly again at how we live. I'm considering a patch of vegetables in my back garden. I'm learning to live much more, a day at a time. I'm a planner. I like to know what's happening. I don't know when this will stop. Yesterday, a simple country walk with my wife and Bluebell, our black lab dog. A game of Scrabble with my wife. By the way, with my spelling, I lost that. I'm even more passionate to do something for mankind. I thought at my age I'd be near retiring. In the last year, God rejuvenated me and told me I'm never to retire, but I must keep going and until quite literally they carry me in. My ministry in school is taking a new dimension, but it's all so important. I'm here to sow a seed of change and Christian value and understanding. Reflect on your values and what you want from life. Finally, I'm increasingly aware that God has placed me on this planet for a reason and a purpose. I knew you before you were in your mother's womb. that through all of this, I can depend on him. These words from Isaiah have been very special. Do not fear, for I've redeemed you. I've called you by name, and you are mine. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. Maybe, when we look to God in these times, it's not weakness, but it's boldness. More than anything else in these unprecedented times, it's important I live out my Christian values to a world desperate for answers by putting into practice the fruits of the Spirit: love and joy and peace and patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness and self-control. So let's not be like the Palm Sunday crowd who are ultimately looking for their own selves, but let us look to biblical values and allow God to shine through us. So, see you again over the Easter week, and as I say to my family at school, work hard, play hard, and look after one another. There's an opportunity too